How does he build a hydroponic farming system at home? And what does one need to do to have their own startup? Sorry, setup? Setup startup. And now to find out the answer, we will be talking with Ibu Kita Kebun founder himself, Angga Diandry, right here in the studio. Good morning, Angga.
Good morning, Karina.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Lisa.
Good morning.
Now, super interesting. You don't really hear farming very often these days, right? I think, and you mentioned earlier when we were talking that you started this during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Now we see a lot of people usually dive into like the food and beverage, they
Yeah.
open coffee shops and whatnot, but you did something very different. Now on that note, could you please tell us a little bit about Ibu Kita Kebun and how did you start it? What got you into this in the first place?
Okay, so Ibu Kita Kebun is a vegetable brand of mine. So how do I start is back in 2018, I was jobless, and then I didn't have a job, and then it's time to me to explore new things. So and then when I was young, I was like I live in a fast lane, and then like to party, drinks and everything. Yeah. So and then after that, and then I was I'm really scared about my life because it's probably when I was at 30 or something, and then I was getting sick because my lifestyle is not good. So, and then at night I explored new things in YouTube about nutrition, about lifestyle, and then how to exercise and everything.
Yeah.
So, and then I explored new things, and then I saw the video on YouTube. It's a hydroponics. So it's very interesting for me. And then okay, so can grow vegetable without no soil, and then everything, just water and the system. So I was thinking like, oh, it's so easy, and then try to grow things. And then 2018, and then after the plants will grow, and then there's a rat eating my vegetable, and then I buried my dreams. And then fast forward, and then 2019, I'm working in a stand-up comedian with Panji. And then we start to travel around the world for stand-up. And then 2020, pandemic, a lot of time, I don't know what to do. And then my uncle told me like, hey, we have a rooftop, and then you can grow the hydroponics and things. I was thinking like, okay, let's see. And then starting from 100 holes, now into 1,000 holes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, but how did you gain all the knowledge for hydroponic farming? I mean, it's not that common that people are
it's still
aged.
quite very rare. Yeah, exactly. There's at a young age, like vegetables.
Yeah,
Is it only all from YouTube, or did you have a mentor who guided you?
it's starting from YouTube. All the things just YouTube, and then I just watch, and then I like to reset, and then observe all the things, because it's I have a difficult times to reading some books and everything. Just saw the video and then try to practice, and then just the
And
things.
are you yourself a fan of vegetables?
Yeah, after.
Yeah, after you kind of have to.
After
I think
have
that's a
fast
good
food,
way
yeah.
to sort of, I mean, I feel like I need to eat my vegetables more. I'm not a huge fan of vegetables, so maybe starting something like this can motivate me and get me to actually, because you have to enjoy what you
do.
sell, and
Yeah.
you do,
Yeah.
Well, of course. So your passion is this now.
Yeah.
Is this a passion project for you, or a full-blown business now?
Starting from passion project, but it's now getting to business, because it's having 1,000 holes. You need to have operational costs and everything for the electricity. So I need to pay the bills from selling the vegetables.
Okay. So did you have a business background before you started this, or is this from the get-go, from the ground up, because life had you cornered, so you had to do it?
Yeah, it's before that I was selling talent for the music. So actually, it's Ibu Kita. It's for me, it's like it's a place for me to learn everything about the business, because it's hard to selling the vegetable during a pandemic. Sometimes they was see for me like, okay, Angga was selling vegetable during a pandemic. It's so sad or everything. No, I'm just selling the vegetable because I love it and then everything and then just, yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about the branding, Ibu Kita? It's,
Yeah.
In Indonesian,
like
it's
that.
our mom.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about a bit more
Yeah,
about that?
I give the name of Ibu Kita because it's I was I'm just thinking like I have no future in my life because I dropped out my uni and when I was 27 I lost a job and then every year my mom always angry with me because it's about things happen to me. So this is the dedication for my mom. So I was still, so this is why I was still remembering like the name is Ibu Kita is from our mom or my mom.
Oh wow, that's exciting enough. So you came here to the studio, of course, with your fresh products.
Yeah.
We've got them right here. And could you maybe tell us the difference between produce that's made through hydroponic and one that is through regular farming? So we've got here different sorts of vegetables. We've got, kale. I know that's kale.
Yeah,
and then,
kale.
well, what else do we have here?
This is a curly kale.
Oh, curly kale.
Yeah, it's a curly kale. So this is a bok choy. And also this one is butterhead lettuce.
Butterhead lettuce?
Yeah.
Okay.
It feels like a rose.
Would you mind if I just
Yeah, sure.
Just we can have a
grab a bunch?
Yeah,
deep-
sure.
Oh, these looks fresh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
So
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna go for the
it's like a
kale.
rose.
So who are your customers? Do restaurants get these or is households?
It's starting from my friends first, and then and then start to grow. When I was telling a story about I grow hydroponics in Instagram, so it's getting more big, and then yeah.
So what's the difference between the hydroponic and regular farming?
So the different things is first they grow without soil,
Okay.
only water, and then so the vegetable is getting more fast when they grow. Because
How long would this take? Like how long would this kale
it's
take to grow?
it's 100 days.
100 days.
Yeah, from a seeds is 100 days.
From a seed to this.
Yeah.
That's quite a long time.
Three and a half months.
Yeah, 2.5 months, 3 months.
So what are the challenges of growing these?
So the challenges is sometimes you get it's hard to get the seeds, and then there's a pest sometimes. So yeah, and also selling the things.
Yeah, no, and especially with vegetables, especially they need to be fresh, right? And they don't really have long life. So how do you maintain to make sure that a certain amount gets sold so that it doesn't go to waste?
Okay. So actually, it's we have a plan system. We're having a plan system, so we can
Fresh.
set a schedule.
Okay.
So if it's people don't buy it this week, so we can push it into another week, or just give it to the orphanage or something.
Donate.
okay.
Donate.
That's really
CSR.
nice.
Yeah.
How
We
nice.
can donate them.
I love that.
So do you use any kind of technologies? Because we know we're in the age of Industry 4.0. Do you use like any software or any tech? Tech.
Yeah. Okay. Right now I'm not using because it's a lot of investment for that. But it can be, but it's still
In the process.
in the process, something like that. Yeah, because their system is quite expensive. Right now we're using still manual. We have a system, and then sometimes we just have a report by photos and then check everything. Yeah.
Okay. Now you mentioned that you're still doing things quite manually.
Yeah.
Now for people who'd like to order your vegetables, how does this work? Do you have like a WhatsApp contact maybe,
Yeah.
or like a link tree, an Instagram? Like how does it work?
Yeah, just go to the Instagram.com, search ibukita.kebun.
So at
Yeah,
Ibukita?
at ibukita.kebun, okay, or you can follow me on Instagram and Angga Diandry.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
There you
so-
go.
So there's a profile and then there's a link and then put up.
And
the
you can
link.
there. And how many different types of produce do you sell?
Right now we have a 4. So we have
And this is all.
this is all, and then one the cherry tomatoes now still growing.
Cherry
Oh.
tomatoes.
Yeah.
Do you need to pre-order these, or do you have it ready at hand?
So actually, for the leafy greens now ready, but it's for the cherry tomatoes it's still growing probably.
way.
And yeah, on the way. It's like 2 months, 3 months from now, because it start over again.
So what are your future plans for this company, Ibu Kita?
So the future plan for Ibu Kita it would be like it's a farm to table. So
farm
right now I have a laboratorium in Jakarta, but probably in the future there's a land near from Jakarta, so
Right.
people can travel and then having spent like the weekends for farm stay and then grow new things and then eat and then back again.
That's
something like
really
that.
nice. And now, this question is for all our viewers who may be interested in hydroponic farming. How would you say, maybe you can give us some tips on how to start hydroponic farming and what vegetables would be the easiest to start with?
Okay, so you can search on e-commerce. There's a start kit for hydroponics, but you can use the waste of the plastic or everything. So it's just a box, so you can put in the water, and then it starts from 80 to 100K for the start a new kit, and then you can try to grow water spinach or maybe bok choy, because 2 type of leafy greens is the most easy one.
The easiest.
Kangkung and water spinach.
Do you have any plans on starting like a class or a workshop for newbies?
Ooh, that's
Probably in the future, yeah. Probably in the future.
okay.
Not right now.
So for anyone who wants to learn, YouTube is your best bet.
That's true. Google anything.
Look at him, all from YouTube to this company.
No business background.
No
huh?
business
there
background.
you go.
No business background.
Amazing. Okay, thank you very much, Angga.
Thank you,
It's
Angga.
lovely to have you here
Thank you.
today.
We learned a lot.
We learned a lot about veg,
About
especially
vegetables.
Karina.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, guys,
You're mesmerized by the vegetables,
It's very
dear Zach.
appetizing. It's not
I
like
know.
those that you
I
see
mean,
in the
I've never
supermarket.
seen like vegetables before and go, oh my gosh, now I want
Yeah.
vegetables.
I just want to munch them.
Right?
All right, guys, we're running out of time. We got to take a break. We'll have the recap of news from around the world when we return. Stay with us on the C Morning Show, only on See Today.